स्वयंपाक होत होता. Hello friends, this is unit number 3, estimation and scheduling. In that software project estimation, the first step in project estimation is project planning. 5 major activities performed in project planning. Project estimation: determine scope of software product. Project scheduling: determine the time required for each module and overall project. Risk analysis: determine problem complexity and risk. Quality management planning: determine which quality metrics are to be focused while developing the software. Change management planning: if changes occur, how to handle them. Software scope and feasibility. Software scope describes 4 things: the function and features that are to be delivered to end users, the data which can be input and output, the content of the software that is presented to the user, performance constraints, reliability, and interfaces that bound the system. The scope can be defined by using narrative description of the software obtained after having communication with the stakeholders. Defining a set of use cases. After identifying scope of the project, its feasibility must be ensured. Following are the 4 dimensions of software feasibility. Set of questions based on these dimensions has to be answered. First one is technology. Is the project technically feasible? Are the defects to be reduced to a level that satisfies the application need? Second one is finance. Is it financially feasible? Is the development cost affordable and according to standards? Time: will project finish within the given time? Resource: does the organization have the resources needed to complete the project? Resource estimation: after identifying scope of feasibility of the project, estimate the resources needed to complete the project. There are 3 major categories of software engineering resources: people, number, skill, and location. Reusable software components, in that OTS, off the shelf component, full experience component, part experience component, and new component. Development environment, that is hardware and software tools, hardware network resources. 4 characteristics of above mentioned resources: description of resource, statement of availability, time when resources will be required, and duration of the time that resource will be applied. People, human resources, number and the organizational position, manager, senior software engineer, and so on. The skill: database, telecommunication, client server, etc. Location are specified. Second one is reusable software components. 4 categories of reusable software are: OTS, off the shelf component, existing software acquired from a third party or has been developed internally for a past project. Full experience component, The current software is same as the previous one that was developed by the same working team. Partial experience component, and fourth one is new component. Development environment, that is environmental resources. Software engineering environment incorporates hardware and software. Hardware provides a platform for using the tools required to produce work products, and software are the tools required to produce implementation details, testing and debugging. Decomposition. Many times in software engineering, to solve the complex problem, it needs to be broken into smaller sub-problems, and solving each sub-problem individually. This is referred as decomposition or partitioning. Software seizing, fuzzy logic seizing, function point seizing, standard component seizing, change sizing, problem-based estimation, example of Loc-based estimation, example of FP-based estimation, process-based estimation, example of process-based estimation, estimation with use cases, reconciling estimates. First one is fuzzy logic seizing. In this approach, planner must identify the type of application, establish its magnitude on qualitative scale, and then refine the magnitude within the original range. Planner should also have access to historical database of the project so that estimates can be composed to actual experiences. Second is function point seizing. Planner develops estimates of the information domain. Third one is standard component seizing. There are various standard components used in the software. These are subsystems, modules, screens, reports, interactive programs, files, LOC, and object level instruction. The project planner estimates the number of times these standard components are used. He then uses historical projects data to determine the delivered size per standard component. Fourth one is change the seizing. This approach is used when existing software has to be modified as per the requirement of the project or user. The size of the software is then estimated by the number and type of reuse, addition of code, change made in the code, and deletion of code. Problem-based estimation is conducted using LOC-based estimation, function point-based estimation, process-based estimation, and use case-based estimation. LOC and FP-based data are used in two ways during software estimation. These are useful to estimate the size each element of software. With a bounded statement of software scope, a project planning process begins, and by using the statement of scope, the software problem is decomposed into the functions that can be estimated individually. LOC or FP is then estimated for each function. Example of LOC based estimations are: consider an ABC project with some important modules such as user interface and control facilities, 2D graphic analysis, 3D graphics analysis, database management, computer graphics display facility, peripheral control function, design analysis models. These are the expected LOC or 3D geometric analysis function on 3-point estimation is. Here the formula used is S is equal to S optimistic plus 4 into S M plus S pessimistic estimation upon 6. Here S OPT, that means optimistic estimation, SM most likely estimation and yes, pessimistic estimations. These are the expected values from which we can easily calculate the yes. A review of historical data indicates average productivity is 500 LOC per month. Average labor cost is $6,000 per month. Then cost for LOC can be estimated as cost LOC 6,000 upon 500, that is $12 LOC. Thanks for watching the video.